Will Samoa Joe be fired from last week's actions of him going to AJ Styles' house? No. Come on. We all know that's not going to happen. Oh, and the charges were dropped. Well, duh. Come on. This is all an act to try to get us emotionally involved for that Super Showdown garbage and the WWE Championship match. AJ Styles is having an interview from his house, well, pre-recorded, saying that he's not at SmackDown Live. He had to be at home with his family. He's not leaving until there's confirmation of Joe being on the way to Australia, and says that his daughter is saying, waking up in the middle of the night, Samoa Joe is the boogeyman, checking under her bed in her closet, and AJ Styles wants to bury him alive. Yeah, so there's no Joe and there's no Styles on this SmackDown. Yeah, I'm supposed to be excited about everything that's going on. There's not even going to be any confrontation between these two before pay-per-view. So, Carmella and R-Truth, the Fabulous Truth, face Andrade Cien Almas and Selena Vega, and they actually beat them. The Fabulous Truth actually win this match. You know what? Moving on, because that's silly. That's ridiculous. Ty Dillinger wants Randy Orton. Paige is like, I don't understand, man. Yeah. Attack unprovoked. I want Randy Orton. So they took Ty Dillinger, that was pretty much NXT, great there, promising talent, and then they treat him like crap, and I'll get to that later, because Paige actually grants the match. Speaking of crap, you have the New Day coming out with this whole pancake thing, and Mr. Bootyworth, and I'm like, oh goodness. So the Bar tries to save us from this garbage, and they're like, we're here to help. They talk, Cesaro was called the chef or whatever, and then the table gets flipped over and with all the pancakes and stuff like that, and then a beatdown ensues, a brawl ensues. Yeah, the New Day was getting the upper hand until Kofi Kingston went on the top rope and Flower was dumped into his face by Sheamus, and then it all went downhill from the New Day. Then they get beat down, and they got beat down so badly, I guess, that they stayed down for minutes. And Mr. Bootyworth was a target of taking the pancake batter, putting it in his hat, putting it back on him, and then dumping all the pancake batter on him. And I'm just like, you had to milk that. You had to let that go slowly while New Day is still laying down on the ground. You had to do that. That took way too long in order to get to the punchline. Oh, man, WWE. You're not getting any better. Speaking of not getting any better, Ty Dillinger and Randy Orton actually get into a brawl. No match starts. Randy Orton eventually gets the upper hand and puts Ty Dillinger's finger in the turnbuckle freaking... yeah. In the turnbuckle screw. Alright. So are we done here? Are we done with Randy Orton and Ty Dillinger? I guess we are. Because this is not an actual feud. Yeah, we haven't seen Jeff Hardy ever since. Because Jeff Hardy took himself out. That's why I didn't understand why Paige was so reluctant to give Ty Dillinger or Randy Orton even a match. Because Ty Dillinger was kind of holding his own. But yeah, now he's getting treated like crap. He's been getting treated like crap ever since he got to SmackDown Live. So, there you go. Once again, another NXT star, and looked promising for the main roster, getting treated like crap on a main roster. That's just a trend for a lot of these NXT stars. Not all of them, but it's a lot of them that get treated like crap that way. So, The Miz wants Shelton Benjamin to hurt and maim Daniel Bryan, and Shelton Benjamin wants to make a statement. He's sick of sitting on the sidelines, and yeah, The Miz wants that because he can't do it himself one-on-one. He just can't. Rusev comes out with Lana, of course, and they want to see the evidence of this video in Milwaukee. Aiden English comes out and actually provides some sort of evidence after he tries to make a speech about Milwaukee and things like that. And it's a video of Aiden English practicing his mic skills, and Londa comes into his hotel room. She knocks, she comes in, and she says, I don't know how to put this, but I want you, and then it stops right there. The tape actually stops right there. The footage actually stops right there. And it's like, are we really going to fall for this? Are we really going to fall like, now, if there would have been some kissing or some, you know, grabbing or anything like that, I would have been like, okay, fine. Evidence. But nope, none of that. And if we're going to fall for it, you're thinking that we're going to fall for this cheap trick, forget it. Come on, man. So Rusev chases Aiden English, and that ends that segment. Shelton Benjamin versus Daniel Bryan, and Shelton Benjamin wins because of The Miz getting on the apron and Daniel Bryan actually hitting him off, and then Shelton Benjamin hits the pay dirt when Daniel Bryan tries to go for the running knee. And then what happens after that? The Miz attacks Daniel Bryan because he wants to pick the bones. He wants to beat him down, and then he gives him the dick licking finally, and that's it for that segment. And it's like, oh, goodness. No. You're trying to get me excited for a pay-per-view, WWE? This week, between this Raw and this SmackDown, it's not the way to freaking do it. Speaking of Naomi in the ring, breast cancer, you know, okay, we get it. All right? We get this. Stop having footage of that when there could be just, you can have that on WWE.com. How come that gets footage on national TV, but you won't even give NXT any time of day on national TV? You won't even give the cruiserweights any time on TV like that, but you will give the Susan G. Conan thing. Look, I get it. Breast cancer. Fuck breast cancer, okay? But still, that segment, those segments take way too long, okay? When we're here to see a wrestling show. So Asuka comes out and she faces Payton Royce. And she beats Payton Royce. And there's going to be a tag team match in Australia between the Iconics and then Asuka and Naomi. And I'm just like, ugh. No. Just, no. Who cares? Honestly, who cares? Asuka, it's just, yeah, she's gone at this point. Because she went to the main roster and she got screwed. Oh, you got your first Women's Royal Rumble winner not winning the championship and getting screwed like this and just basically being a blip on the radar. It is a damn shame. It is stupid. Very stupid. And I just don't understand how anybody can accept this. I thought that at least Asuka was going to get the championship eventually. By now. She should have it. And again, Ronda Rousey is a champion on Raw, but Asuka is not a champion anywhere? That really doesn't freaking make any sense to me. That is absolutely stupid, and I want anybody out there to say to me otherwise. Becky Lynch comes out. She basically talks about herself, which is, yeah, alright, fine. But she's stealing. I hate it when people say I elevated this championship or this championship is the most relevant now because I'm the champion. I hate when people do that. I hate when people say that. It's not. No. Even though there were big Becky chants, yes, we've been wanting her to get a championship and we've been wanting her to go heel for a very long time, and now we got it. But think of something original to say. Seriously. But she did go to the footage as far as since SummerSlam, she stopped being nice and she was going to take what she wanted. And a Hell in a Cell, yeah, she did that. Fine. And due to her attacking Charlotte and holding the belt up, she unveiled a new poster about Super Showdown because she's like, it's not about Triple H versus The Undertaker for the last time. It's about me defending my title for the first time. And I was digging that. Yeah, that was something original. Yeah, I was digging that. And then Charlotte comes out because, of course, she takes the exception to everything that Becky Lynch has said. And a brawl ensues. Charlotte attacks, gets the upper hand, hits a exploder onto the freaking poster or whatever was holding it or whatever, and then puts her into the figure 4 and goes outside in the apron and things like that. And now she's down. It kind of reminded me of Bret Hart when he used to put the figure 4 around the turnbuckle. But yeah, so that's it. And we're supposed to be satisfied. We're supposed to be satisfied with this going home, quote unquote, episode of SmackDown before a pay-per-view. And I'm not excited for this damn Super Show this weekend. I'm just not. Anyway, that was SmackDown Live. Do you think my opinions are full of shit? Please comment below. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button, hit subscribe, set up those notifications by clicking on that bell. If you're on Spreaker.com or on Apple's iTunes, once again, thank you for joining along. But this is some garbage. This week in WWE has been totally garbage, and it's not going to stop there. It's going to continue until Saturday, because I'm not looking forward to the Saturday pay-per-view. It pisses me off about the lineup. It pisses me off about what's on the line and what's not on the line. Where's Shinsuke Nakamura defending his United States Championship? Oh, Shelton Benjamin, he's a blip. No, you're not going to give him a title shot. No, Intercontinental Championship not being defended. Because they're in a 6-man tag team match. Universal Championship, same thing. So the WWE Championship and the Tag Team Championships are basically the most... Oh, okay, yeah, you have the Women's Championships, but again, in my opinion, at every single pay-per-view, every single championship should be defended. That's just me. Anyway, I'm just trying not to blow my freaking top here, because this week in WWE has been shit. Drop kicks, body slams, throwing motherfuckers over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan, but WWE, you are sucking worse than anything right now. This is the theme, and the theme is go. Credits.